guys, welcome back to the Laker family, where the Lakers dropped yet another one versus the lowly Sacramento Kings. They lose 110 to 106. We came out very flat in the return of LeBron James. It came as a surprise to everyone. You know, the news came broke early that day that he would be returning, and I thought that would, spark us and give us some type of energy that we had been missing over the past three games. And it didn't. We came out completely flat. Um, they jumped out on us big, man, and we had to do a lot just to come back. And just that in that first quarter there. Um, we did fight back. We got back into the game, and then went into the halftime with a 1 point lead, which I still felt at that point was very disappointing because the Sacramento Kings did not have De'Aaron Fox. It's very embarrassing. I don't know which one is worse, this loss or the last one with against the Mavericks. That one was pretty tough there, where we had blew that 17-point lead and lost that one. And that was an important game because as of right now, we are tied in the loss column with the Dallas Mavericks. So all they have to do is win one, and they'll basically be jump ahead of us in the standings because they own that tiebreaker. But man, it was just lack of effort, man, from everybody. Guys that are excused, in my opinion, is LeBron. It's his first game back, and he didn't play bad. He played well enough for somebody that's returning off of a serious injury. Anthony Davis continues to knock off more rust and more rust, game by game. So he didn't play terrible himself. He played decent. Um, it's the other guys that's not kicking in, the guys that have been um, kind of on the decline lately. Kyle Kuzma, Dennis Schroeder, KCP. I had gave KCP a pass, because he was in and out of the lineup. But this is a couple of stinkers in a row now for KCP, and it sucks because he was. It seemed like he was turning a corner, and he normally becomes hot KCP and stays that way around this time of the year. So let's just hope that he doesn't go the wrong direction going into the playoffs this year. Um, and it comes down to coaching as well because you got guys that were shooting efficient, playing well, and you look up and they only have 10 minutes, 15 minutes. THT, only 10 minutes. He shot 3 or 3 from the field, played well when he was out there, only 10 minutes. Montrezl Harrell, 3 or 4 from the field, played well when he was out there, only like 15 minutes. Marc Gasol played well when he was out there, only 8 minutes. A matter of fact, when we made that run, Marc Gasol played a big factor in that, but he only got 8 minutes. So it's becoming a trend, and that was kind of the trend that we used to hate with Luke Walton. Offensively, he would completely halt runs that we would be on by not sticking with what works, and people didn't see that until Luke Walton went to the Sacramento Kings. But when he was with us, everybody, oh, y'all just blaming Luke for Walton for everything. But then people started seeing what we were saying. I remember when Kyle Kuzma and guys like that or Brandon Ingram would get hot, he would pull them, he would yank them, and it would completely just halt what we were doing and let teams back into the game. That's kind of what Frank Vogel has been doing over the past couple of games. So 50% of the blame is on him. The other 50% is guys not stepping up, but it's still on the coach to know when guys are not stepping up to sit them down. You got like those guys I mentioned; they only got those few minutes, and then on the flip side, you had guys like KCP getting 31 minutes. Um, um, Schroeder got like 36 minutes, something like that. and they both shot terrible and turned the ball over at like such a high clip that it was unbearable. Kyle Kuzma as well. You know, you got to be smarter at pulling these guys. Yes, these players, that's why none of these guys are sustainable starters on a team. Yes, they're great at what they do, but they're not sustainable starters on a team for a reason because of stuff like this. You cannot call yourself an all-star Dennis Schroeder if you're going to have one game where you go off for 28 points and then the next game you give us like 8 points and like 15 turnovers, this, that, and third, but you complaining about a contract or whatever. We can't have that. No, nobody's saying that these guys are trash. They're far from that. The Laker fans that believe that are fools. And, every time somebody has a down game, oh, let's trade them. First of all, we've got great bargain deals for the guys that we got. But at the same time, these guys cannot go out there and just stink it up. They do their part for the most part for the majority of the year. There's been a lot of games where these guys look like straight all stars, straight warriors out there. But the lack of consistency is the reason why these guys are not paid like the super all stars, this, that, and the third. So we have a great team built around us when everybody's clicking on all cylinders. But there's going to be times where they look like this and they show you why they are not paid those big bucks. Dennis Schroeder, this is why the Lakers didn't offer you the big bucks. Do you see now? We with you. I mean, I give you all the praise in the world when you come out and you look like you scoring like on a Kyrie Irving level. I give you all your props. But then you turn around and then you give us these stinkers like that. Come on now. It all falls on Frank Vogel though. At the end of the day, yeah, the players are going to have games where they stink like that because they're not consistent all stars. But that's up to the coach to figure that out. Okay, let me pull this player in. Let's put somebody in. I don't care if it's Caruso. I don't care who it is. If that person is playing better, you put that person in the game. If you're on a hot streak, dang it, you better ride that wave. Don't let the Kings creep back in the game because of your idiotic decisions. That kid Halliburton on the Sacramento Kings, he's got the potential to be somebody's CJ McCollum. The kid is just that talented, and if it wasn't for LaMelo Ball having the spectacular season that he's having, I believe that Rookie of the Year award would have to go to Halliburton. Anthony Edwards has had his moments, but Halliburton has probably been the most consistent, other than LaMelo Ball. But we lost to the trash Kings with no De'Aaron Fox and to a trash coach, Luke Walton. And on that particular night, Frank Vogel looked worse than Luke Walton. And that's a handful to say right there. So, very sad, man. I mean, we even had a lead in the fourth quarter and squandered it. And had to end up playing catch up and trying to make a last minute attempt, a last second game winner that did not go for LeBron James. It was very difficult, highly contested. He had like two guys on him. If it went in, it would have been a miracle. I'm like, how come we couldn't get a better look? We couldn't get a better look than that one. But we tried to go for the win on a contested 2-point shot. I mean, on a contested 3-point shot, and it just didn't go our way. But it should have never came to that. No way. We are in danger period right now, and we are at a crossroads. We can either go south, or we can get our crap together and play like the contending team that we know we are. But that's all I have for today, guys. And as always, thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and leave a comment. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.